1 to go signal has been given. The 7 of Ryan Ham, the 88 of Matt Bainbridge starting up front. Ready for racing action. The USA Modified 50 laps of green scheduled tonight before the Rowdy 251. Green flag out of 4.
Side by side, all the way back. Green flag, as you said, and Ryan Ham will make the clear off at turn number 4, and he will be your leader, checking out by 2 car lengths. Bainbridge now single file. Also slipping in is Brian Nestor. The front 3 are single file.
Moving to the inside and picking up the number 4 spot and starting to challenge already this season with 2 wins here at Berlin. That's Dave Lake in the 97. Lake in 4th and running 5th. The 222 of Chris Meiskens. He drops in line as well.
Meiskens got his eyes set on the racing awareness machine. Dave Lake, though, one of the top competitors here at Berlin Raceway. Mike Bursley drove that car 1 year ago. Several feature wins in the Perfect Circle Race Cars machine. And Dave Lake following suit, and he's got his sights set on the top 3.
Battle for the number 8 position. The 80 running the bottom line. That's that beautifully painted car that you mentioned earlier, Kurt Filkins. And on his high side, the 99 with 1 win this season, Jordan Dahlke starting to make his move forward.
Dahlke running a double duty here tonight in the 37 car. Didn't get it qualified into the Rowdy 251, so he's going to try and get himself redeemed here a little bit. He's working to the outside still. Good battle there further back in the field in the 99 car.
Right in front of them, working his way forward. Quickest in practice, quickest in qualifying, Billy Shotko, the number 22. Keep your eyes on that 22. Billy Shotko has been the class of the field so far this midweek show, and he might make his way into the top 5 very shortly.
A lot of guys making the charge with the inversion, shakes up the field a bit. One guy that's doing that, it's Dave Lake underneath Brian Nestor. He will clear him off at turn number 4 and move his car into the 3rd position.
We saw that car that Lake is driving pick up a win during this Rowdy show a year ago with a NASCAR star behind the wheel. A.J. Allmendinger put that car through the field and really dominated his way to a victory, as we've got one off the pace in 2.
1 car off the pace. We'll see if the caution gets picked up here, as it looks like he might stop, and indeed the caution will fly. Stopped over off the back straightaway, as he will keep things safely on the high side there, and caution will fly here.
Caution out for the number 20 of Lindsay Katz. Katz is slowed. She gets moving again. It looks like she'll head to the pits. Feature at Kalamazoo Speedway. He's also the Kalamazoo Speedway point leader. He runs in the 2nd spot. The Berlin Raceway point leader. Dave Lake running in the 3rd spot. Brian Nestor, USA Modified, 3-time winner this season, runs 4th, and running 5th, the 222 of Meiskens, back to green.
Ham gets a great jump. 3 car lengths out in front of Matt Bainbridge, as he'll check out, begin as the field.
Trouble, nearly trouble. Able to save it from going into the wall in turn number 1. The 8 car of Billy Eppink, very close to getting up into the wall, but kept rolling. Under green still. Just got the right side into the outside wall. He pulled up wheel to wheel with the 97 of Lake, and Lake continued to move high. He took him up and squeezed him into the wall, and we've got caution on the track for a 2nd time, and a terrible break for Billy Shotko. He takes a hard left turn into the infield. I mentioned it a lap earlier. I said he's got to watch that Lake doesn't come up and try to close the door and take a wheel off, and that's just about now. It's time for one of those top 4 to step out and say, you know what, I'm going to win this big race tonight. $3,000 going to the winner. It's a big payoff for these drivers.
Very big payoff, and Mike Blackmer doing a great job as the field given the 1 to go sign last time. They're in turn number 4. Ham hard on the gas as he'll lead them across the start-finish line. Checked out a little bit from Matt Bainbridge. 2 car lengths back to Dave Lake, Jordan Dahlke, and Brian Nestor, your top 5.
For the number 6 spot, Brian Bergaker looks to the low side of Chris Meiskens. Meiskens running in 6th. Bergaker in the number 12 car wants it.
Bergaker wants it, trying to get down to the inside as they continue to battle hard. Meiskens, though, able to hold on here thus far as the battle for the lead continues at him up front. Bainbridge trying to get his way around. Ham continuing to run just off the bottom of the racetrack. Great battle here thus far. One thing that Ham is definitely not doing is protecting the bottom. He's giving Bainbridge all the inside that he wants, and he pulls up to the door in the middle of 1 and 2. The momentum in the outside lane, though, carrying Ham back out in front. We'll see if he starts to protect a little more to the bottom, as here comes Bainbridge again. Bainbridge drives it deep into turn number 3 as they're side by side behind him as well, but Bainbridge will give him the advantage, and your leader at the stripe. Ham, though, using that momentum and the loose condition on the car to drive it to the outside, but he will lose the lead here on lap number 21, put Matt Bainbridge out front.
And at the same time, it was like synchronized passing. For the third spot, Jordan Dalkey on the inside has picked up the third position. Maybe the best car on the track, Jordan Dalkey, as now he challenges Ham in 1 and 2. And for Dalkey, he likes the bottom lane from what we've seen so far. And Ham runs up a little bit higher, so he's really in jeopardy in that second spot.
Dalkey drops it right on the yellow line and drives it hard off at turn number 4. He's alongside, side by side at the stripe. Dalkey driving up through the field after starting a little bit further back and outside of run number 4, as he will make the pass and clear Ryan Ham off at Taru.
Ham's dropped back to the third spot. Running fourth is Dave Lake, and running fifth is Brian Nestor. Sixth spot, the 222 of Meiskens. Brian Bergaker running behind him. The 7 of second-generation racer Trevor Berry in the 8th spot. Running ninth, the first time we've mentioned the number 6 car, and we are going to be halfway this time. 25 laps in, 25 to go for the leader, Matt Bainbridge.
Brian Bergaker working to the inside of Chris Meiskens. It's been a long-time battle, and he will make it successful this time. Just past the halfway mark, put Brian Bergaker out in front of Chris Meiskens, as now Meiskens retaliates a little bit, gets back into the quarter panel of Bergaker, but he'll hold on.
Bergaker's silver, green, and black number 12 car with a bent left rear quarter panel. From the 222 of Meiskens, he wrinkled it up over in turn number 2. They continue on. I don't think he'll get a chance to hit it again. Bergaker starts to pull away back there in that number 6 spot.
Bainbridge, your leader here, 25 laps, 26 laps in the books here. Off at turn number 4 again. Dalkey trying to chase him down. It's about a 4 car length advantage. Dalkey running that bottom side. He's really got a machine hooked up as Dave Lake holds on to the third spot, but he's about 10 car lengths back. Down the back straightaway they go again.
He is closing quickly. Entry into the turn big for Jordan Dalkey. He drops a little bit lower than the leader Bainbridge in turn 4. At the line, he's within a car length and a half of the race lead.
Dalkey on the bottom side. Bainbridge hooked up as well, but he'll be on his bumper down the back straightaway. Bainbridge running about a car length down the back straightaway where he's making that work, but Dalkey trying to get to the inside. He can't quite make it stick off at turn number 4 again, and across the stripe, Bainbridge will hold for now.
They continue bumper to bumper up front. It's the 12 car of Bergaker moving now into the top 5. Bergaker went low on the 11 of Nestor. Nestor continues to drop back from his third starting position. Here comes Dalkey to the outside, wheel to wheel, exiting turn 4.
Bainbridge didn't give him the room on the bottom side, so Dalkey said, okay, I'll pass you on the high side, and he's doing just that, side by side, wheel to wheel. Off at turn number 2 this time, and Dalkey will use the momentum to clear Matt Bainbridge as the race back into 3.
Dalkey looking for his first USA Modified win. It would be his second Modified win here at Berlin this season. He led last lap by inches, this lap by a car length. He leads at the line on lap 31.
Jordan Dalkey to the lead, the Middleville, Michigan driver, young driver from Kalamazoo, running with a CRA Super Series part-time. Wanted to run here tonight with a Rowdy 251. Didn't get into the show. He's redeeming himself right here. He is your leader with the USA Modifieds.
32 laps in the books for the USA Modified 50 at Berlin Raceway. This is pre-race. Coming up will be the Rowdy 251 for the CRA Super Series, and they are putting on a heck of a show. This USA Modified race has been outstanding. A bunch of passing inside and outside. Taking a look at a quick rundown. Leading Dalkey, second place is Bainbridge. Running third is Lake. Running fourth is Bergaker. Really good run for the 12 car. Running fifth is Ham. Lake has been pretty wide during this USA Mod feature. Now he goes to the high side. He knows he has to go. He goes to the outside of Bainbridge. Bainbridge did give him a little bit of room, but I thought that he was going to pinch him up. And at the last moment, he gave him room right at the line, and that's going to move Dave Lake up into the second spot. A good run for the 97 now.
Lake will clear him as they race back into turn number 3. A couple of lap cars will be in front of him, but Lake will check out by a car length. Is now Brian Bergaker going to try and find his way around the 88 car of Matt Bainbridge, now over in turn number 2, as we're closing down on this finish here, as Jordan Dalkey checked out in command here tonight.
Dalkey rolling off of turn 4 across the line, sees the 5 to go signal from the flagman. 5 laps remaining for Jordan Dalkey. He leads by a big margin over Dave Lake, who is mired in traffic. He's just working around now the 72 car on the back straightaway of Dan Logan. And next on his list, the lady driving the number 20 car, Lindsay Katz.
About a straightaway distance, the lead from first to second. Jordan Dalkey, very comfortable margin as he continues to click off laps here. Just a couple more to go as Dave Lake going to trial and reel him in, but not going to run, or not going to have enough time.
46 complete. At the stripe was 47 for Jordan Dalkey. Way out front, Dave Lake running in the second spot. Trying to take third away is Bergaker from Bainbridge on the outside, but I think Bergaker might get caught behind the Logan. Slower traffic ahead. We'll see how they work it in 3.
Logan up a groove. He'll give Bainbridge the low line. Is now good battle for that spot as Meiskens will loop it around, and caution flies here with just a couple laps to go. And oh boy, Jordan Dahlke his heart just sunk.
Yeah, he didn't want to see a caution. A huge lead build up for the 99. I think he's still fast enough to hold him off, but anything can happen on a restart. Bring a lot of different scenarios in hand, and Dahlke will now have Dave Lake right with him for a restart.
Coming back to the green flag here, Dahlke will set the pace as he'll climb in the gas over in 4.
Jordan Dahlke, Dave Lake, and Brian Bergaker does get that third spot back under caution. They decided to give him the third position. In the fourth spot is Bainbridge. We're back underway. 2-car length lead for Dahlke down the backstretch.
Dahlke gets a great run down the back straightaway. Lake trying to work his way on the bottom side. Single file, though, he's clear by 2-car lengths. Dahlke just a couple more laps to go to hold on to this thing. Lake also clear by 2 back to Brian Bergaker, who's under fire from Matt Bainbridge.
Bainbridge gets a run to the high side, and Bergaker gives him some room. You mentioned some of the guys have spotters. It looked like Bergaker's spotter said, hey, you've got a driver high, give him some room. He drops to the bottom. He'll fall. Oh, no. Then they make contact on the front stretch, continue on. Bergaker trying to hang on to third, and Bainbridge fights back to the high side on the final circuit.
White flag given last time by Jordan Dahlke out front comfortably. He sees the checkered flag in the air, and he will be your winner tonight in the USA Modified 50-lap event. $3,000 to the Big Show Promotions team. Dave Lake will bring his 97 car home in the second spot. Matt Bainbridge will come home in third, having a successful pass on Bergaker there at the end of the race. Bergaker fourth, and Ryan Ham holds on for a top 5 finish.